and tomorrow we will be discussing translations. Thursday and Friday, we will be discussing reflections. Next week, October 19th through 23rd, we will begin our week on Monday and Tuesday with rotations, followed by a quiz on Wednesday, and we will wrap up our week Thursday with congruent figures and Friday with dilations. Make sure that you are pausing the video here as well as jotting down a quick sketch. So here we have the essential question, which is, how can I change a figure's position without changing its size and shape? So a few key vocabulary terms, the first one being the coordinate plane. It is nothing more than the X and Y axis, vertical and horizontal lines that intersect and form the coordinate plane. They form the coordinate plane. So the horizontal line is the x-axis. The vertical line is the y-axis. An ordered pair are used to show the position on a graph where the x or horizontal value is first and the y or vertical value is second. The most important ordered pair is the origin. So again, the most important ordered pair is the origin. Why? Because it is the value that is in the middle or the point of intersection between the x-axis and the y-axis. The x-axis and the y-axis. This is the coordinate point 0, 0, 1, 2, -1, 1, 2, 3, 4, positive, 1, 2, 3, 4, negative. So we'll look at the quadrants within the coordinate plane. Quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. The ordered pairs in quadrant 1 are both positive. The ordered pairs in quadrant 2, and again, remember we go left and right first. Along the x-axis, values begin negative, and then the y values are positive. In quadrant 3, both coordinates or ordered pairs are negative, and in quadrant 4, we have positive, negative. Last thing before we go into today's examples. When we have figures, where those figures, if we have, for example, a triangle, the vertex is where two or more line segments meet. They form a corner or a vertex. These points where the lines intersect or meet are the vertices or the vertex. So in order to determine if something is a translation and it's not in the coordinate plane, one thing you can do is ask yourself, can I draw a line from each vertex? So here, I'm not going to draw all of them. However, if I were to map it, this point lines up with this point. This point lines up with this point. If I were to draw a straight line, a line from these vertices, what you should notice is that the vertices match and line up. Therefore, what we see here would be a translation. So this would be a yes. Without trying to match up vertices, let's investigate. If we look at the red figure here and here, the sides don't match up. The vertices won't match up. This image or point is matched to this point. And they're not simply, it's not simply a slide from one point to the next, because those points map here, this point would map here, this point would map here. They're not, all of the points have to move in the same direction, same distance. So no, this is not an example of a translation for this particular figure. If you look and were to draw an imaginary line between the two of them, what you're looking at is a mirror image. The left is being reflected to the other side. We cannot map vertices. This vertex maps with this one. However, this vertex maps here. Because we don't have the same mapping, no, this is not an example of a translation. As I stated, that would be an example of a reflection. So, can we describe a transformation or translation from a picture? We want to learn something. Here, we have triangle A, B, C. The vertices are labeled. If you look at this as the pre-image, and this is the image, we map A to what we will call A prime. This symbol, A with a comma. This is not a comma, however, it is the mathematical prime symbol. It reflects, or will always reflect in math or in geometry, the image, the change. So if we have triangle A, B, C, and triangles A prime, B prime, C prime, A, B, and C is the pre-image, and triangle A prime, B prime, C prime is the image. Pre-image, image. So how would we describe the change? When we look at translations, we are sliding something left and right or up and down. So we want to start with horizontal movements. This value is being slid 1, 2, 3, 4 units right. So 4 units right, and down 1 unit. So if we were to scribe the translation, A prime is right 4 units, down 1 unit. And this would be the same from A to A prime, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, right, 4, down, 1, down, 1. Last one just to double check. C is 1, 2, 3, 4 to C prime, down 1, right, 4, down, 1. Each vertex has been moved the exact same number of units in the exact same direction. B to B prime, C to C prime. The movement from A, the pre-image, to A prime, B prime, C prime. The image is right 4 units, down 1 unit. Again, example, we have pictured triangle TIR, triangle excuse me. Sorry. TIR to T prime, I prime, R prime. This image, we want to determine what is the translation. And again, from I, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This vertex, I, we know matches to I prime. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, right, 6, down, 4. R, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, right, 6, down, 4. So the description is right 6 units, down 4 units. Things to remember, today's Get Started is due today. Make sure if you are in class that the first thing you should have done today is today's Get Started. We have homework 2.1A, which is due tomorrow. It is in your textbook. So make sure that you log in through ClassLink. Log into your textbook using your Google ID. And then look for assignment 2.1 alpha. Last reminder that today during tutoring from 2:30 to 3:30, we will be making up parts to your Unit 1 test. For those of you who did not take it, if you missed a part and were not excused, the first part of your test has already been entered into the gradebook or will be entered into the gradebook as a 0. In order to take the test today during tutoring, you need to come today during intervention from 11:55 to 12:25. It is the only way that I will open your test in order for you to take it today. Again, tutoring from 2:30 to 3:30. Today will be makeup for the test. And for those who would like to take the test, you need to come to intervention today from 11:55 to 12:25. And you use your Google Meet link.